Today we're loading up some 300 grain Lee bullets, and we're going to be using accurate number 9 and a Ruger only load, and that's coming up next here on Jesse B Outdoors Reloading. Welcome back, everybody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below if you like videos like this. Like we said in the intro, we are loading up some 300 grain bullets that CW Longshot sent out to the channel. As I said before, I'm going to use some different powders in these. Today we're doing a Ruger only load using an accurate number 9. Now, one thing you guys might see that's different, I got a new reloading desk. Finally got something that's a little more sturdier and it won't wobble like the other one. If you guys saw my last 300 grain video, if you watch towards the end of the video when I changed camera angles, you can see this desk wobbled. It was a rickety old desk and stuff, but as you guys know, I got a very tight budget I got to go by. I ended up finding this desk on Facebook Marketplace for 40 bucks, and it is solid, and I cannot wait to load these up. So let's go ahead, bring that camera in here, and I'll show you all the components we're going to use. Now, before we get started, disclaimer, do not copy my load data. Make sure you get your load data out of a published book or out of a powder's website that has published load data. Do not copy anything I do. What we're going to do is 18 grains of accurate number 9 here. This is out of the Lee manual, and I'm doing everything to the Lee manual, but I am not liable for what you do in your gun. What works on my gun might not work in your gun. So that's the powder we're going to be using. Then the primers we're going to be using are going to be CCI large pistol primers. And of course the bullets we're going to use is the Lee 452-300 round flat nose. And these are gas checked here, and these are from CW Longshot. And then on this one, we are just using mixed range brass on this. It's a mixture of Remington, Winchester. There's a bunch of different ones in here. Now this is not a top load that I'm using for the accurate number 9, but it is up there in the chart. So let's go ahead and get started and load up our first rounds with my new desk and see how it works. Okay, as always, we're going to put one round in and send one around, and I'm going to tell everybody, for the new reloaders and people who want to know that might not be familiar with a Dillon 550C, what we're doing here. So the first station, we're going to raise this up, and we're sizing and depriming that. And then we're going to come back down and we're going to push forward, and that's going to set a primer in there. There you can see our brand new primer. Then we're going to go over to the next station here, and what I'm going to do, I always do a powder check. This is going to be our powder through expanding die, but on the first round I always like to double check to make sure we're on what I want. I am looking for 18 grains on this. Now these are plinking rounds, so I'm not real picky. So if I get 17.9, 18.1, somewhere in that area, I'm all good. And we're at 17.9. That's perfectly fine with me for plinking rounds. That one is definitely close enough. So now we're going to move this over to the next one. This next one here is going to be bullet seating and flaring, but I just got it set up to do the seating. So now we'll pop that in there. We're going to seat the bullet, and then we're going to move it to the last station here. This is the factory crimp die from Lee that we're using to crimp it. So we'll put that crimp in there, and there we have our very first round right here of 45 Colt. This one does have 2 crimp grooves, and I'm using the very top crimp groove on this one. The last video you guys saw, I used the bottom crimp groove because it was a load I was testing. So now what we're going to do, we are going to roll in here and crank some of these out. So now we are sizing, decapping, and just prime that one. Put another one in here. Now we are expanding it and putting powder in it, and sizing and decapping in station 1. Seating the bullet. Put another piece in. Now we got to put the bullet in station 3 to seat it. And then we're powder through expanding on the second one and sizing and depriming on the first one. And putting that primer in. And now we are in full progressive mode. So what we got is we're going to crimp that one in station 4, seat the bullet in 3, expand and powder in station 2, and size and decap and prime in station 1. And then once we do that, we are in full progressive mode. And I can tell you guys right now, I worked on that rickety desk I had for years. And that thing, it creaked, shaked, everything. I'm surprised I even reloaded on it. But I finally made my mind up after editing the last video that we did when I saw the second part of it that I told you guys to go check out. This whole table was wobbling, and I'm surprised I got the SD numbers I did on a lot of my tests with that old Rickley thing. This desk here was actually in a college dorm, and it is very heavy. It's only a little bit longer. The last one I had was like 32 inches wide. This one's 43 inches wide, and it's a little bit deeper. And it's got more storage on it. It actually has drawers in it for me to put stuff. And you guys can see right now, this thing is not moving at all. I think I'm going to be pretty happy with this desk here. And I only paid $40 for it on Facebook Marketplace. I think that was a heck of a deal. Basically what I did was I used the rest of my affiliate money I had from the holidays from you guys using my affiliate links. Thanks a lot, I appreciate it, because you guys now have bought this press. You've bought all the accessories on the press. You bought this desk. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. It's because of you guys this channel and my main channel run. And then also with people like CW for sending these bullets out, and Walter and a couple other people for sending stuff out to the channel. Really appreciate it that you guys help me out so I can do videos like this. But this does feel a lot more solid. We'll change camera angles here after this next one, just so you guys can see it from a different angle. But this stuff is totally rock solid. Really like my setup now. I've got the inline fabrication flush mount on here. And, oops, I just kicked my camera. And the one thing I like about that is I just ordered the rest of the plates so I can use my other presses on it. But I just wanted to show you guys that primer there because it was a little bit tough, but it went in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kick this off to the side and change out the camera angles. Alright, we're going to keep rocking and rolling here with a few we got left here. See how this works out for the angle. I love trying stuff out different, just to give you guys a different look at stuff. But yep, this video, even though we're reloading 45 Colt, I just wanted to tell you guys about some of the new stuff. And I appreciate all the help you guys and support for the channel that you guys give me. Really appreciate it. And I am loving this setup. So much better than what it was. Press is a lot more solid. Not moving around. Got to love it. Kicking out these 45 Colt. If you guys don't follow the channel, or I really love reloading 45 Colt. Got a little primer here. The one thing I love about 45 Colt is you can do it from mild to wild, and that is one reason why I really enjoy doing it, because I've got two different 45 Colts I reload for. I've got my Ruger Blackhawk Bisley, which we can fire stuff like this in, and then I got my Cimarron Pistolier, which is like my Colt clone, and we can do the lighter stuff in that. And we're going to have some videos coming up reloading for that too. Walter at the Viejo channel sent me some Cowboy Special brass he made up, and we're going to be loading some of that stuff up. Basically, after this video, I got one more 45 Colt I want to do in using Longshot, and that'll be another Ruger only load. And then after I make those up, we're going to convert the press over to do the Cowboy Special, which you got to change a few dies to do that. But that's alright, because I know how to do it. I've watched videos on it, and I've had help from Walter and a couple other people on it. So with all their help, we're going to load some of those bad boys up here in a little bit and do those. That's going to be a lot of fun. But right here, we have knocked out 25 rounds already. So let's go ahead and go back up on top. So there we go. We got our rounds made up here, 300 grain with the accurate number 9 there. The spicy rounds I first made up, these things were a blast with 255 grain. These ought to really smack the crap out of the steel plates like this. Like I said before, what we'll do is we'll shoot 5 of these over the chronograph, and then we'll shoot the rest at the plates and see it smack the crap out of the plates. We're going to do all that when the weather gets better, just in case, depending on when this video comes out. This is January 2024. Outside, it's been snowing, blowing, cold, windy, horrible conditions to go out and shoot in. So once the weather improves, we're going to take some of these out and shoot them. Make sure you check the links out down below, because down there I'll have a link to my main channel. A lot of times, just the shooting videos I will put over on the main channel, but when I do loading and shooting videos, we do that on this channel. So once again, I'd like to thank CW Longshot for sending these bullets out to the channel for us to try out. Brian, you're a great brother to have. You're always helping out the channel, and I appreciate it. Don't forget to go down in the description down below. I'll have a link to his channel down there, so you guys can go check him out. The guy has a wealth of knowledge. He knows a lot about reloading and all different kinds of guns, so go check him out. So also, while you're down there, don't forget to check the other links out down below. Down there I have links to Axel Hearing Protection, Gators Eyewear, and a bunch of other companies I like dealing with. Some of them got discount codes to save you guys money. Others are affiliate accounts that do help out the channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. We are one nation under God, and I'll see you all on the next one.